right, guys, welcome to the sideline.
Can you feel it?
Sooner Nation, where you get your favorite Boomer Sooner information.
What?
Get live,
Get ready.
get hype for your favorite Boomer Sooner podcast.
Well, welcome there, my friends. Welcome to the sideline. I am your host, Michaela Smith. We're going to be talking about OU sports, mainly this Michigan and Temple game that just happened. For you guys that don't know, I am currently going back to school. I started grad school about a couple weeks ago, beginning last week of August. Work a full-time job, and now I do this podcast, so please forgive me if this does not come out to your liking as soon as possible. I do it based on my schedule. So enough of that chit-chatter. Let's get right into it, guys. Light work. All right, guys. We're going to talk about Michigan, the Michigan versus OU game that took place last Saturday at 18:30 at the Palace. Oh, yeah. At the Palace. Oh, yeah. This game, my initial feeling while watching this game, I was really hyped up. I was excited. I mean, this was our big game to make a name for ourselves in the starting season. The first game against Illinois State, it was nice. It was cool. We got our feet wet, pitter patter, pitter patter. But this game was against a challenging opponent. Okay, Michigan, Big Ten. They are a school that competes, so we had to show up and show out, show that OU can compete. So the game ended 24-13. OU won. Boomer Sooner. Oh yeah, Boomer Sooner on that, guys. We took that victory. It was not easy. I thought Underwood did a really good job, the quarterback from Michigan. He's making great completions. Mateer blew my expectations, y'all. This man was making touchdowns. This man was running the ball. This man was playing quarterback and runner back number one, okay? This man did not waver. He said, just because you're Michigan doesn't mean I'm not going to show up and show out. That was cool. Just to put this in perspective, I'm kind of going to go through how the game went from my experience. The first major completion for OU was in quarter one. I will not forget this. John Mateer completed his pass to Kanak for 31 yards. We struggled to move this ball in the beginning. I'm not going to lie. That defense from Michigan, they were not playing. They were like, we're going to hold our ground and we're going to play some football, right? So basically, so yeah, it was a challenge at first until we sunk in our groove, right? So Kanak made a 31 yards, 31 yards he caught and ran with the ball. After that, Deion Burks, my number 4, my night or die. I mean, this man thick and through, Mr. Burks, was putting in that work. Okay, he comes in with the first touchdown. I believe it was 9 yards. That was impressive, okay? Very, very impressive, okay? Deion Burks, I thought, played a tremendous game. This man was patient. This man was aggressive. This man was a weapon of destruction on the O-line. And then right after that, John Mateer threw a pick. So if you guys remember when I talked about the first game, he threw an interception. He threw another interception in this game. So we're 2 so far for the season. Okay, I mean, yeah, it happens, right? It happens. You throw other teams there. No bueno. Then we get into Daniels. Daniel makes this impressive tackle. Okay, he said, doop. He just hit that man like nothing. Just hit. Whoop. He hit that man. That man went down. Like, I mean, it was crazy. Like, the excitement. I was like, oh. So we posting up like that. I mean, that man was a wall. He said, you ain't getting past me, homie. 100%. I was really impressed with that. And then we move along to the second quarter. Number 5 makes a great catch. We can definitely start to see Mateer opening up, doing the running game. We can see him starting to move this ball. He starts using his dual threat legs. I mean, people are comparing him a lot to Baker Mayfield, and I know I did in the first podcast. But now that I got to watch him play against Michigan and in this Temple game, he is starting to play like himself. He's uncomparable at this point. He might have some qualities of Baker Mayfield and, Kyler Murray, Dylan Gabriel, all the Coleys, Caleb Williams, he has qualities, but at the end of the day, he's his own person, and he is hyping up this team. He is hyping it up. I mean, wow. This man is my undying hero, okay? Then we got an intense moment in the second quarter. Michigan misses their field goal. Wow. So at this point, we're pretty much 7-up at this point. I mean, Michigan has the opportunity to make this field goal. He misses. Hey, if I had to kick a ball from way far away, I don't know. That's just intimidating. Okay, but points are points, yo. A cool thing that I also noticed about Mateer, he has baseball experience. He used to play shortstop, so he's able to make short distance passes. He's able to be aggressive and adapt to whatever situation comes by, right? So he does that. He does really good in the short game. Tip of the third quarter, crazy. Michigan finally makes their touchdown. This man gets the ball from the punt. I'm talking about he's running. The defenders try to get him. They can't get him. He's breaking tackles. This man just darts to the end zone. This man just darts into the end zone. You know what I'm saying? We don't like that. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to come out at the tip of the quarter, dominating this game. And Michigan just broke through our tackles and just flew right into the end zone like the Flash. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. And then right after that, Mateer ran the ball, and he scores right after this. So it was pretty cool. At this point, it's 7-21. Okay, like OU's up 21. Michigan made a touchdown, so 7, right? Then I saw number 5 was making some annoying decisions. He didn't call for a fair catch doing this motion, and he missed the ball. He didn't catch it, and therefore it was retrieved by Michigan, and they were able to capitalize on that mistake that we had made. Right, but we'll fast forward because I know you guys want to get to the nitty-gritty, the Temple versus OU game, how that went today. So, basically, these are the final stats for the OU versus Michigan game. Mateer, passing yards, 271. He did 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 74 rushing yards. You heard me. Rushing yards. This man ran the ball almost as much, like almost more than his running back. Underwood, just to compare, did 142 passing yards. That's crazy. 142 compared to Mateer's 271 passing yards. This means our defense held up their end of the bargain. They literally annihilated Michigan offense. Okay? We scored in every quarter of this game. Michigan did 13 points in quarter 3. There we go. Burks made 1 touchdown, 9 yards. Mateer made the second touchdown, 2-yard run into the end zone was lit. Mateer made the third touchdown, 10-yard run. And Sandell made the 21-yard field goal. So it was a very exciting game. I learned a lot from this game about how OU was going to perform this season. OU, I love me some OU. Okay. I thought OU adapted pretty well in this situation. I thought they really showcased what they got for the season. I mean, we shut up the haters. They defeated Michigan. Everybody was afraid we weren't going to beat Michigan, but I knew. Our real battle is with Texas. That's who we're preparing for. Every matchup that we have, we envision it's Texas. Okay? It's always going to be Texas is our main mortal enemy. Is how I feel. Texas needs to go down. That's exactly how I feel. Texas needs to go down, okay? Yeah, every enemy, we're imagining that is Texas, okay? That is enough about the OU Michigan game. Let's get down to the recent nitty-gritty. I didn't have time to tell you guys how I felt that OU was going to do against Temple. But I'm going to kind of run down into this and then talk about the game. How I felt like they were going to be against Temple. I thought OU was going to perform well. There's always that sense of being nervous if, our team's going to perform well against a lower rank opponent. It has happened where we have got whooped from schools that should be easy opponents. Now, I think every team is a solid opponent. Okay, every team, just because they could be in a different conference, lower conference, the same conference, I think every opponent has its different challenges. Okay? And Temple, I treat Temple like Texas. You are our milestone until we can get to Texas. So I just want to put this out. I'm going to read off. The score was 42-3. A blowout. Okay? OU versus Temple was their practice for the Texas game that's coming up in October, the first week of October, right? First quarter, OU scores 11 points. Second quarter, scores 17 points. Third quarter, 14 points. Fourth quarter, we did not score. Temple scored one field goal in quarter 2. Yeah, Temple got mopped. They got whooped. They got mopped. Okay? It was an insane blowout. The first touchdown was from Barnes. He did about 3 yards, and then they did a 2-point conversion. Okay, to me, it's kind of like, why are we doing conversions so early in the game, right? I know why. Why, Michaela? You might be asking. You might be asking me why. I think they did a 2-point conversion to start practicing against Texas. Like I said, that is who we tried to defeat, is our mortal enemy, Texas. Okay, that's our rival. We can't stand them. We could be playing Baylor University. We're still going to be doing this. Okay? It is a passion. It is a feeling that we have. We cannot stand Texas. No shade to Texas as a whole, I think they're an excellent program. They definitely have some talent. And you already know me. I can't knock the talent. Okay? Talent is talent. Back to this game. So Barnes comes in with the first touchdown. Blaylock, second touchdown. Blaylock scores again. Third touchdown. Then Robinson. Then Mateer. Mateer did a 51-yard run. This man is gangsta. This man. He's aiming to make a name for himself and shut up the haters. And I appreciate that. He said, I'm treating this like it's against Texas. The total passing yardage for this game from Mateer, 282 passing yards. This man had 1 touchdown. And again, his bestie, 1 interception. He's had 3 interceptions so far for the season. That's 1 every game. That's not going to work against Texas, Mateer. I know it happens. Mistakes happen, but we gotta ring that in, okay? Blaylock, running back, had 100 rushing yards. My man was running. He was sprinting. He was getting to that end zone. He made 2 touchdowns. Those touchdowns, okay? 2 touchdowns. Temple, only 75 passing yards. and 24 rushing yards was the highest. OU had 1 turnover. It was an interception. They had 29 first down. They had 32 to 16 ratio possession time. That's crazy. I didn't get to watch this game today because I was being a good twin sister. Yes, guys, I am a twin, by the way. So being a good twin sister today, I was helping her pick out an apartment. So that was awesome. But I did catch the game on the golf course. So make sure you guys follow me on the TikTok, on the YouTube, and follow the Sideline Podcast for more interesting takes from a woman's perspective. Just to touch base about the sideline, we're gonna get more into it, I promise. I'm excited about this Auburn game that's happening next weekend. I might go see this game in person. I don't know. You'll see me. We'll see. But I'm nervous about Auburn, not because Auburn's number 24 and we're 13 currently. I just think playing against Jackson Arnold is going to mean something more. That was the ex-quarterback of OU. He played with us last season. He did the best he could with our circumstances. Most of our wide receivers were hurt. Everybody done hit the portal, transferred, People just really frustrated with Oklahoma last year. But this year, we're coming out swinging and doing that thing. But just a little prediction about that game. Oh, we're going to show up and show out. We got to. It's one of our last games before this Texas game, and we have got to show up for Texas. So please, feel free to give me any questions that you guys want to know about me, or you want me to answer questions about my take on the OU game or other people. Let me know. But wow, I actually rambled for 20 minutes. It's crazy. So I got to cut some of this up. All right, but thank you guys for listening to The Sideline, and I hope to see you guys soon, and have a great day, have a good evening, a good weekend, and remember, Boomer Sooner!
Can you feel it?
Sooner Nation! Where
Can
you
you
get your
feel
favorite
it?
Boomer Sooner information.
Oh yeah,
Get
light
live,
work!
get ready, get hype for your favorite Boomer Sooner podcast.
I'm your host, Michaela Smith, and I am signing off.